What's up?
Hey, when I hear that last call, it makes me want to. If I got Jesus,
That's
I
right.
got all that I could ever need.
All right.
Take the world away from me, and I'll be okay. If I got Jesus, there's a hope that's living deep inside, a joy that I could never hide, and a safe place to fall. If I got Jesus, I've got it all. All right.
All right. Incredible.
Yeah.
Amen,
Man,
brother. That's
that's
amazing.
Ben Fuller. Ben Fuller. She needs to find Ben Fuller on her phone and just like Spotify Ben Fuller and just let that play as loud as she can in her house. And I am 100% certain whatever that is will have to go.
Yeah. Just switch up those vibrations.
Yeah, oh, man, you got to give Jesus some praise, man.
Yep. Absolutely, brother.
I know how dark it can get.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So anyway, miss y'all.
Yeah, man. What's new?
Well, I guess I'm just, getting back to where I'm staying up late again. I had some things that had me going to bed a little sooner and stuff. So I just was going to share a sleep paralysis story that
Take it away.
I don't think I shared with you guys. It happened in Chicago.
Okay. Hey.
And my man Brandon, I know he knows about Chicago.
Chicago.
Indeed.
I was up on Devon Street, north side. I think it's near Loyola. But me and I was laying down and I was just having a dream, and I woke up by someone in the room or in another room right in the middle of, I think, getting a vision from God in the middle of the day, and woke up and found myself unable to move, hearing whispers, the dark, getting pulled into, it felt like just into the mattress. Yeah, like literally something that weighed 1,000 pounds was sitting on me. I was completely paralyzed. I couldn't move. So people go through stuff like that. I just wanted to say the name Jesus. I couldn't. It was the strangest thing, like my tongue was being held. I could think. I was fully aware.
Could you see anything?
It was daytime. I had a pillow over my head. So when I first kind of woke from the dream I was having, I could see a little light from the left side of my eye, from the left side.
Mm-hmm.
But it was completely dark where my head was into the bed and, it was covered well. But a little light was coming in. But as I heard these whispers, I couldn't make nothing out, but it was just, I could hear voices. This thing was sitting on me, but the weight seemed to almost be pushing me into the darkness where the little light that I could see was starting to fade. And I couldn't speak. It was like this panic. I could feel I was being sucked into like the darkness. And I was just like, I just wanted to scream Jesus so bad, man. It was just like, I cannot explain it to you. And then at that moment when I thought it was over, I was about to lose complete. I screamed, Jesus, and I sat up in the bed, and light comes back in, like, what's going on, and I'm literally just at that moment upset. What happened? How did I get woke up, So it's kind of felt like in between. So maybe there's kind of a place sometimes that you can get stuck for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, we've had so many phone calls with people like this, these stories where they're being sucked into the darkness of the sleep paralysis, and people have also called in talking about the astral plane. I don't know if I believe in that so much, but I do believe that there is another realm where a lot of the spiritual warfare spills out from, and these demons operate, obviously angels as well, but they try to climb into you and ruin your soul and make you, their slave. And for some reason, people go through the sleep paralysis stuff. I had just one time with the sleep paralysis thing. Didn't feel like the weight situation like you were experiencing, and this is when I was much younger and had no faith at all. So I didn't know, I had no real ammunition to tackle it, but it was terrifying. It was crazy. I was much younger, and I like couldn't move, couldn't talk. I could see, and it was like this many tentacled creature on the ceiling above my bed, in the house where I grew up. That thing was freaky, man. It was crazy stuff.
Well, I mean, you're a kid. I've seen things in dreams. Sometimes like you're a kid, you're not sure if it is a dream, right?
Oh yeah.
Like I've seen a spider the size of like a single wide trailer. This thing, it's like on the side of the back side of this, but it's, to my mind as a child, it's like I remember that trailer and I remember some of the things that happen in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Like, and that I, can't, it was bad. So it's like this huge spider on that thing. It's like this metaphor for something happened. It's like this trauma, and it's like it's crazy how just an image from a dream or a vision or something takes you back to a place, and it's like everything just kind of, you feel it again.
Yeah.
So that it's literally like it's still there in the ether. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no time.
Mm-hmm.
Like present is like always now.
It's
a gift.
Our imagination and our memory is like a soup, and it's all just kind of stewing in there, and it does, it appears every now and again. Like I have a similar story of being a kid and seeing like it was like a giant frog, and like I think of this often. I don't know what it was, and I could have sworn it was real.
Do you often just see random animals?
I do. I still do. I still have a problem distinguishing reality from.
I was like, because that's
I had the
squid and a frog.
Dream of King Kong.
That's true. Wait, you saw King Kong?
And multiple times in my dreams, like when I was a kid.
Nice.
I dreamed of King Kong. It was always single wide trailers. I guess I grew up poor, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all these dreams, these traumatic recollections, were in those times and those years. But I would hear the boom, 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 and then behind the place there was a big tree line, and I just knew he was coming again.
Mm-hmm.
He was coming to get me. King Kong was coming. I could hear him coming, and all of a sudden he'd just come and just make these huge trees just push them aside like they were nothing, and he'd just give this big roar, and I would just wake up in the cold sweat, and it was that reoccurring. As an adult growing up, I've had some awesome dreams, but none that would be like reoccurring. But as a child, I had like that one and another one with a big like anaconda that could always get to me.
Yeah, I think when we're kids, we haven't been completely ruined by just the structure of this so-called reality that kind of, beats all of
and
the
this is kind of the warning of what's coming. Maybe I feel like those dreams were like warning.
Right.
The rest of your life is going to contain, many nightmarish things.
Yep.
That so it's preparation. I think fear is not something you can avoid in this life.
Of course.
But it's definitely something that's already been dealt with. Like with death, a lot of people are like, "Oh my God, I'm so scared. You're scared to die." Why? Well, that's Jesus came and did us a favor.
Yep.
To like take that from like people like with Charlie Kirk thing, right? Oh, well, Charlie Kirk, that dude. Why didn't he have more security? Because he didn't care. he was ready. You know what I'm saying? And it's like this thing. Well, if he runs around and he's so scared to die, what kind of, what kind of, you know what I'm saying?
He certainly had a warrior mentality. I wish his security was a little better with the roof stuff,
well, sure, but I mean, security might have played a part in it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, security doesn't stop, presidents from getting assassinated. Security, you know what I'm saying? His security was in Jesus Christ.
Well, that's
where his security was. You know what I'm saying?
That's the ultimate security.
Right. So that's what you do. You lay down your life for people. You guys put your life out there for folks that nobody even knows exist to call in and, pour it all out.
I mean, it's crazy. It's just crazy. It's funny that like even before doing the shows, like coming out and just, I'm sure Brandon had this experience too. And you and most people listening is like, even, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, Trump first term, you're putting your life at risk or just putting your familial standing at risk by saying you're going to vote a certain way or you don't believe in certain things that are happening in reality, in the political reality. It's insane. My wife and I have been exiled from many a function just for feeling a certain way. So by the time we're like in the media world, it was like, it's whatever, because it's strangers who hate you and threaten you. But all of us had been through years and years of being outcast by people who supposedly loved us for saying things that like, oh, we don't agree with this. So it's insane, man. But you want to add anything else before you head out?
Well, I just want to thank you guys for doing what you're doing. Love all the, just the different, just the different people that you're reaching.
Thanks, man.
And that are reaching out. And believe it or not, you got a ministry on your hands. So God's using you. There's people that are afraid to talk to anybody else, but they'll call in and share their heart with you. And you're just a gracious guy to handle it. It's like you just got a gift, the both of you together. I mean, I'm no discerner of hearts, but I could tell, if there were two genuine guys really out there trying, it'd be you two. So
thank you.
Keep it up.
That really means a lot.
I love you. I love you both. Mean it.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, man.
That really does mean a lot. We really appreciate it.
Hey,
so you know where to find us when you want to call in again, brother.
Heck yeah, man.
All right. Have a good night.
God bless.
God bless. God bless all of you guys out there. Amazing. While you pull the next caller up, I just want to say I find dreams to be important. They're important in the Bible. And, I'm thinking about dreams a lot the past 2 days because Candace put out that video about her talking about Charlie visiting her in a dream. And then there's like smear campaigns against her talking very condescendingly about her dream. I'm like, okay, this is just like spiritual ghouls, or spiritualists, godless ghouls who don't take dreams seriously. I've had dreams that have come true in various ways, good and bad. And my wife has had dreams, like really bizarre dreams about people from her past, and like the next day they call, and she hasn't heard from them in like 10 years.
I've had stuff like that happen before.
It's bizarre.
Too, like
there's
I bring up
it.
something that hasn't been a thing
Right.
in years, and I'm like, hey, yeah, you guys remember like this thing? And then like a week later, it's like in the news, and everyone's saying like the same thing, and I'm like, what the hell is that about?
It's bizarre. Yeah,
like
I think it's tapping into like a higher design by God, but I know we have different interpretation of that, but like dreams are something that shouldn't be like made fun of. I used to make fun of them, but I do think there's something very serious to dreams, and I take what Candace was saying quite seriously. And I see most of the people who have been like activated to talk smack. I'm like, you just don't get it, man. This is important stuff.